I'm Niki Papadopoulos.
And I'm Mark Williams.
And we were responsible for the designs of the rotunda and stair hall.
So the inspiration for the space really came from the challenges of the spaces themselves. We were working within the rotunda, which is central to the entry of the home, and then the stair hall, which is immediately adjacent to that rotunda. Neither space is really all that large, and we thought, well, how can we make these spaces beautiful and interesting without getting in the way of the circulation that has to happen through those spaces? So the inspiration began with limitations, but then from those limitations came solutions that we think are provocative and maybe a little beautiful too. Kind of the key element that ties it all together is a note of femininity and a note of sort of Mother Nature that we wanted to bring into the home. The house itself is made from a palette of neutrals. They're very soft. We felt that there was an inherent femininity to the home, so we wanted to respond to that. And so we took a lot of natural forms, a lot of natural materials, some notes of floral, some notes of other pieces of nature with moss, and there's a beautiful rug in our space from Alexander McQueen that is like a floral painting, but it's needlepoint. It's really a beautiful rug.
So one of our biggest challenges was the fact that most of the walls in our space are curved. So following on the note of femininity, it's all of this beautiful plasterwork that's been created on all of these gorgeous, soft, curved surfaces, which don't typically lend themselves to installation of artwork or really anything on the wall. So we had to get creative, especially in the rotunda, with the type of hardware we were using so that we would be able to put something up and make it interesting without kind of fighting the curved walls that we had to work with. That was really our biggest challenge, was just working with the architecture rather than trying to fight against it. I think the most fun for us is the rotunda. One thing that we were really certain about from the beginning was that we wanted to do something a little bit unexpected. So when you walk in, rather than being greeted by what you might anticipate, you're greeted by this massive sculpture that just sort of asks you to come closer and investigate it. And we love the organic feel that it brings while really filling up the space and giving it some presence. So we worked with a lot of local artists, which was fantastic. And oddly enough, I think they really sort of understood the spirit of what we were working with and trying to accomplish. So we have several people. We have Blake Weeks, who created beautiful sculptures for us at the top of the stairs. There's a monumental painting by Kristen Georgie over the opening to the dining room. That's all sort of female empowerment. And then we worked with Shada Marara for our pieces in the rotunda that she created specifically for us.
We have a beautiful photograph that's kind of signature and very present in the space by a New York artist, not a local artist, Fabiola Jean-Louis, who does beautiful, beautiful work. So our design process always encompasses three main paint brushes that we call them. They are scale, texture, and contrast. Because we really don't feel like good design is about the objects in the square. It's about how all of the things that you bring to your space work together. So it's a composition, it's not about items. And so by manipulating scale, texture, and contrast, we create a sensibility of balance in our spaces that I think we've created here as well, so that it's interesting but not overwhelming. It's engaging but not aggressive. And I think that has a note that carries through almost all of our design work, that we try not to be too pushy, not too in your face, but we always want to be engaging and interesting and a little out of the box when we can.